us. It's personal.
There's a buzz building all across the state because Tennessee is turning neon thanks to the new Cash Instant games. Choose from 4 great games absolutely loaded to the brim with top prizes from $50 to $1,000. So get your neon on today. The Cash Instant games, only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun.
Doing your taxes does not have to be complicated, and actually it could be kind of enjoyable. If you're a small business owner, you know how important it is to have an accountant you can trust, and our next guest would love to help you. His name is George Fuller, and he has AAA accounting in Ottawa. Good to see you.
Good to see you,
Did I say it right? Is it AAA or 3A?
Actually, it's A3.
A3. Okay.
And it was going to be A cubed, but A3 just rolls off so much easier.
Yeah.
And it's named for my 3 daughters, Alexandria, Ariana, and Andrea, because the plan is if Jesus doesn't come first, and I sure hope he does, when they grow up, I would like them to take over. And at 10, 7, and 4, I think I have a little bit of time.
So I asked you, what is it, because you're from the area, you came here when you were a teenager, kind of lived all over the country, some time in Russia, Michigan, now you're back home. And I said, what is it that kind of separates you from the pack? And he did not hesitate. You quickly said customer service.
Yeah, because I think if you call me or text me, I should either answer immediately or return your call as soon as possible. Mm-hmm. And if you email me, you should hear back from me same or next business day. Now it might be saying, hey, I'm on vacation right now, so you'll get a more thorough response.
Yeah.
Ideally at this time, but you know that you're not off the radar.
So you don't just do small businesses. You'll help with bookkeeping and that type of thing, but individual tax preparation you do as well. Mm-hmm. You were just telling me about a customer who called you who was buying a truck and said, what do you think I ought to do? Is that right? What do you think I ought to do about getting this truck? So even for life issues, people will call you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they want to be able to write it off on their taxes.
Do people, okay, you'll hear a buzz phrase often, George, of, man, if I only had a good accountant who could help me know how to navigate the tax code, not cheat, but know how to use the tax code to my advantage, I could probably save some money. Right. Is that what you look for?
I like that, yeah. I love to help people save money because the IRS wants you to pay what you owe, no more, no less. Mm-hmm. And you want to pay as little as you can while doing well for yourself. So if I can help you, I can be like, have you thought about, if you're in rental property, have you thought about doing a cost segregation study? Can help you with that. Or have you thought about prepaying some marketing so that this year you get the write-off and next year your business grows because, hello, you did some marketing this year. And set it up for next year too. If you
are, there are a lot of startup businesses here. And in those early fledgling days, every penny really counts then.
It does.
So is having someone like you in their corner a key first step?
Yes. It prevents you from making a lot of mistakes that you can make otherwise. Like, I know somebody that they got their LLC, they got their business license, which cost them about $315 if they did it themselves, and they have 0 sales. And it's like, man, you should have gotten some sales and then spent the money to get your LLC and so forth.
Right.
But
But they didn't have you in their corner yet.
They didn't have it, and then they had to file a beneficial ownership information report, which...
What about the time of year that you and I are talking? We're in the 4th quarter now, it's October. So there's a lot that people need to be doing these next 3 months to get ready for that turn of the calendar year.
Yes. So number 1, October 15th is around the corner. If you haven't filed your personal or corporate tax return, you need to get that done immediately, if not sooner. And then thinking proactively for next year, you want to be thinking, maybe I need to have a tax planning session so that I can say, hey, here's what my projected income is for this year. All right, here's what your projected tax burden is. Maybe you're going to get a big refund. And if you are, wouldn't you like to have that money now by reducing your withholding so you can have a better Christmas,
Right.
or Thanksgiving or fall break. Or if you're getting ready to have a significant balance due, you may want to adjust your withholding so that that balance due is smaller, or maybe contribute to your 401k or IRA if you're an individual, or if you're a business, think about backloading some expenses so that your tax burden is lower when you file next year. So can help with all of that.
You you have a lot of people, I'm sure, who are nearing retirement. So offsetting their tax bracket to prepare for those retirement years is important.
Yes. So evaluating transferring money from a traditional to a Roth IRA or a Roth 401k, I've seen people that they did that and it saved them so much money. And it makes it so that if they pass away, their kids don't have to pull the money out of the traditional in 10 years because maybe they don't need it.
Right.
And it just saves a lot of headache and hassle.
I have about less than 2 minutes left, but speaking of the headache and hassle, on the bookkeeping side of things, if you are a company's bookkeeper, even if they're just a very small business, does that help their headache because now they're free to figure out the business strategy?
Yes, because one of the things I do with one of my clients, I'll give them their financials. I mean, it's due by the 15th, but it'll probably be done later this week or early next week. Is I'll say, hey, this is what you did great on. This is how it compares. They're a medical practice, and so sometimes supplement sales are lower than supplement expenses. And it's like, well, it was probably a timing issue because the bill came a week later or whatever. And so can just help them see, here's what your books are. And I'm your umpire, but I'm also your cheerleader to help you say, hey, have you thought about doing this, that, or the other thing so profits go up?
And he's also a dad. Now we know it's A3. Is that right?
Yes,
A3 accounting. I'm still going to say AAA because I think about how AAA's there when you need them.
Yeah.
So your 3A accounting services, you'll find them over on Ooltewah Georgetown Road in the Ooltewah area. There's the phone number. The email is glfuller@gmail.com. A3 accounting. Is that right? .com. Thank you so much. And a big thanks to the Chamber of Commerce for sending you our way.
Yes, thank you so much. I love the Chamber, and Melissa Wallace is fantastic.
You can help our neighbors in North Carolina as they begin recovery efforts. Local 3 News and US 101 are partnering to collect and send supplies. Be a good neighbor and stop by our Cleveland, Hickson, or Ringgold donation sites Wednesday from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m.
I got hurt by a texting driver and the insurance company is rushing